Hi players and parents, I wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how to use our new recruiting template. So I went ahead and asked her to send me a link just like you will do, and she sent a link to my account, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. When that sheet opens up, I'm going to go over here to a sample sheet that I've created. When that sheet opens up, the first thing you need to do is click Edit Workbook. So up here, you're going to click Edit Workbook and click Edit in Excel Online. You may be able to edit in Excel as well, but the safest way is to edit in Excel Online, as that will automatically save it as you go. So I click that to edit. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my name in here. You can go ahead down here, you put in your personal information, email address, player cell phone number. This is important as college coaches will want to communicate directly with players. Your home number, the high school you go to, and the graduation year. Your academic information, please include your unweighted GPA and your weighted GPA, and include in the weighted GPA what scale that's on, whether it's a 5-point scale or a 6-point scale. Your SAT scores and ACT scores if you have them, and your intended college major if you know what that is. Athletically, put your position or positions, put your height, standing reach. This is when you're standing and you put your arm against the wall, how high are you? Some of you may not have all this information, and we will be doing this in a couple of weeks for everyone. Standing reach, approach touch, block touch, and any links to video that you might have on YouTube, go ahead and insert right here. The priorities list, this is important for everybody. We wanted you to make a list of priorities that are important to you when you're considering what college and what program you want to play for. We put in here, you can see location, climate and geography, surrounding areas, academics, and so on, all the way down here, things that are popular for student athletes as they consider colleges. But if you want to change them, let's say the importance of major doesn't matter, but you care about something else, then you can put that in here, like big football program. Not that that matters a whole lot, because you'll be playing volleyball on Saturdays, but big football program is important to me, so I'm going to put that there and include something in here. But you'll notice too little tags on all of these. So we try to define each one of these for you. So you can see here the location. What's the radius from the home within which you'd like to stay? Okay, and each one of these you can click on, and it will take you to the comment section for each one if you're wondering exactly what we mean by each situation. After you go through here, go ahead and highlight the priorities that are important to you, or the most important to you. Obviously all of these are important, but you'll want to go ahead and highlight the top 2 to 4 that are absolutely musts for each of you. Once you do that, and that could take you some time, it should be careful consideration as you go through it, but once you kind of do that and you start doing a little research of things that match up with your priorities, go ahead and start making a list of schools. Now you can put in your top 5 to 8 schools based on what you think before these priorities, and it might be an interesting exercise for you, in fact, to go ahead and put in schools that you think would be in your top 5, and then make your list of priorities, and then cross-check to see, do my schools match up with what my priorities actually are? Because sometimes you might need to change your schools, or you might need to change your priorities. Over here in this section is an area for us where we will make suggestions for you. So if we look at your priorities and we see that maybe some of them don't match up to what you have in your list of schools, we might suggest removing a school, or we might suggest adding a particular school for you to be in touch with. Okay, so that's our priorities and schools. Below that, you'll see, have you received any offers? Now this is going to be typically for juniors and seniors. If you've received an offer from someone, and you'll see there's a pretty heavy note attached to this, that we try to define what type of offers are typical, and these are not the only type of offers you'll get, but they kind of make up the majority of what we tend to see. And then with that, like if you say I got a full ride offer, well, what schools did you get those from? I got one from Wingate University and UNCC and Queens. Those are the full ride offers I got. So go ahead and include all the schools that match the type of offer that you have. Below that, this is huge for us, is the area where you can communicate with us and where we will communicate with you. Schools with whom you have been in contact or who have been in contact with you. And we want you to go ahead and include in this section each time that there is a contact. Now, if they're just a generic contact from a school you've been in touch with, you don't need to include that. Like if it's an invite to a camp or something like that, you don't necessarily need to include that. But when it's direct communication with you or you've directly communicated with them, it's important that you include that in here. Include the date of the last contact. Include who made the contact. Was it you or was it from them? And include the method of contact. This could be a phone call, a text message, an email, an in-person contact, or a visit to their campus. Include here some important notes, and with some of the formatting here, we've wrapped the text. So if you write, let's say, the school said they are just beginning to evaluate me, and would like to come to a practice, that should automatically wrap the text for you. So you'll see a little note up here that says, please do not alter the formatting of any of the cells, because we've tried to make it so that as you put information in, everything will be visible for us. If over here, if you want us to follow up, let us know. If you want us to call or if you want us to email. One thing we ask is that you include the contact information of the school, because that makes it a whole lot easier for us. It's a click, or it's punching in a couple numbers into a phone rather than having to spend 5 to 10 minutes searching for it. And as these start to build up, the speed of that will matter. So if you request to follow up, please put who you want us to contact and put their contact information. If you've got just their office number, or if you have their office and cell number, or maybe you just have their email address, go ahead and put that in here. And then over here is information for us to update you when we have made contact with these schools. So let's say we spoke for 10 minutes about your strengths and the things we are working on. They said they want to see you improve your arm swing. So we would put that there, and that would be for you to have in your notes. Okay? So be ready for us to communicate with you there. And trying to think if there's anything else. Up here, one thing I forgot. After you fill this information out, all student athletes need to register with University Athlete. University Athlete is a database that college coaches use at tournaments, where they track players and they track kids they're interested in. It does all their scheduling for them. So if you are not registered, University Athlete will end up just creating a profile for you. Just a generic one, but go ahead and do that. It should be free. I believe there is a way to enhance what you can put on there. You can put video and other things like that, but I believe that costs money as well. So go ahead and do that right away, and hopefully we are looking forward to using this new template. It may change a little bit over time as we start to see what we like and what we don't like, but we're excited about how this is going to expedite our recruiting process and hopefully increase the number of you that end up at the schools that you really want to be at. So thanks for checking this out. We look forward to working with you.